We're going through an interesting period, it seems to me, at the moment. It comes over that the new culture sub-program under Creative Europe is a dynamic new program that is really taking on board the challenges of the future. I personally don't think that's quite true. Okay? I think we're going through a very interesting transition period. And I think that's an interesting opportunity because the European Commission, I think, deep down, is looking for help. They're looking for interesting and innovative ideas that are going to guide them through this transition. And what I mean by transition is a transition, if you go back to the early days of the culture programme and the preceding programmes, Kaleidoscope and Ariadne and whatever the other one was, they were incredibly traditional. And they were very much there to foster what one might call the traditional arts areas. Nothing wrong with that. Obviously nothing wrong with opera and orchestras and fine art and so on. Over the years, obviously the European Commission, spending EU taxpayers' money, has felt rightly that it needs to broaden the base on the way in which it spends that taxpayers' money. And therefore it has adopted a whole range of additional criteria which are moving away from funding culture because culture is a good thing to funding culture for all sorts of other reasons to do with the potential benefits it can provide socially, economically, personally, and so on and so forth. And when we look at this year's, or this current culture programme, you'll see a lot of that reflected in the criteria, which implies that the European Commission really understands this transition. I don't think they understand it at all, to be honest. I think that they see that there is a new agenda, but the way the world is moving is that taxpayers are demanding that their funding is spent more effectively, that there are more specific outcomes for every euro or pound or dollar that is spent. And I think this programme is a transition from the very traditional ways of funding traditional arts and culture to some very radical ways that might be funded in the future from 2020 onwards.